Oh boy, it's Neil Breen. If you've been on the internet in the last couple of years, you've probably heard about this guy. He's created 5 movies so far. He directs, edits, writes, etc. these movies. And it really shows.
Wow.
I like how all of these posters have the same photo of him. It's like he's only taken one photo of himself in a decade. Like, what the These movies seem to have quite a few recurring themes, such as... Number 1, love interest. Acting ability? Not important. I mean, just look at this.
No. Don't do that.
Become a stripper.
Must be comfortable naked around Neil, or sometimes just him naked. Number 2, Neil Breen is the most powerful, most ultimate, elite, mystical, magic person ever and is always right about everything.
I'm disappointed in your species.
C, powerful artifact. Powerful artifact. Powerful artifact. What does it do? Who cares? Does it even matter? It's a rock and then it's this thing? Like, it's spinach. 4, agenda about political corruption, global warming, or both.
Sustainable energy systems are our future.
We're in it for ourselves. For the payoffs.
Oh boy, how nuanced. And that's not all, there's also repetition.
You're crazy! You're crazy!
Flailing around guys. Yelling!
No!
Naked Neil. Like, fuck, why is he always so comfortable being naked? I wish I was. No morally grey characters, everyone's just either good or evil.
It will be well worth it.
But it doesn't stop there, there's blood. Poor gun mechanics, scantily clad women, fade effects, like a lot of them, especially in this movie. Shitty old computers, repeated use of stock sound effects. Footage of Nevada. I mean, one movie's just him walking around in the desert for like the whole movie. And of course, the fantastic acting of all the members of the crew.
It's the Rolls Royce that hit him. I saw it. I'm a witness.
Is he okay? Okay, calm down. I'll be right there.
Did you take your meds?
Who am I? What am I?
I'm not trying to say these movies are unwatchable. I'm just saying that his direction is, unintentionally or otherwise, fucking hilarious. So, the plot. So it starts with Neil playing Dylan and his friend Leah. They find a mushroom which just fucking annihilates itself. Like, even the mushroom didn't want to be in this movie. And oh wow, it's a magical day.
It's a magical day.
It lasts for about a minute before she leaves, and the kid just kind of flails at the camera, chasing the slowest car in existence. We cut to Dylan and he's all grown up and he gets hit by a Rolls Royce and it's fucking hilarious. And these extras.
It's the Rolls Royce that hit him. I saw it. I'm a witness.
So he's in hospital now and the nurse says he's not my patient.
He isn't
but,
my patient.
You know, I'll take care of him anyway. I'm sure this isn't related to anything that'll happen later on. So Neil just lets himself out. No, really, he just fucking gaps it. Even the doctor doesn't get it.
I let myself out.
Lets himself out? You'd think that this guy with the damn master's degree in computer science would use something other than decade-old laptops, right?
Can I offer you a drink?
So this Jim guy shows up. He's by far the best character in the whole movie. His purpose is to get drunk, mad at his wife for not fucking him, and then die. Whole character arc, and it's the most satisfying part of the whole experience. Neil asks for his pills, and then when he gets them, he's like, nah, I don't need that.
I don't need these. I'm not gonna take these anymore.
Did you take your meds?
No! I don't want that.
No.
And then his wife eats them from the toilet bowl. Like, what? Then we see this artifact that was introduced in the scene I didn't show you, but don't worry, because the movie doesn't know what it is either. Okay, so I've got a drinking game for people that abstain from alcohol. Yeah, every time there's a new character introduced, and they say something that isn't just exposition, down a bottle of the whiskey.
I congratulated you on the success of your first book when we first met. I told you I could help you then. I offered you medication that would help you. You were not making progress on your second book.
Neil just destroys his clearly active laptop. Like, geez, how much budget did this movie have? So Jim's working on his Ferrari, because of course he has a nice hot Ferrari.
You better have a nice hot Ferrari.
And this random chick just pops in, like, what do you want? I'm trying to spend time with Jim. Then Neil's wife invites Jim's family over.
Amy, why don't you and Jim come over for dinner?
The kid is like the most awkward thing on the planet.
I'm hungry. I can't wait for dinner.
Jim just spills his drink to assert dominance and then asks for another one. Because he's definitely sober.
Can I have some wine, please?
The funniest part about this entire scene is that you can see him. You can clearly see him in this reflective surface that the table was made out of. And he just fucking slaps the glass over with clear intent. That's the kind of shit that keeps you up at night. I mean, when you see this kind of face, you just think to yourself, how many feet a squid got?
How's school?
Almost done. But I have this really interesting project about elephants in Africa.
I'm sure Dylan doesn't want to hear about that now.
So the scene ends abruptly and Neil retreats to his laptop haven.
I have a damn master's degree.
This is where we learn of his hacking of the government to discover the corruption in the system.
I'm going to continue hacking into these government systems to see what I can find out. About all this national and international corruption I know is going on.
Wow, we're like 30 minutes plus into this Neil Breen movie, and he's only just mentioned corruption. If I was playing the Neil Breen drinking game, I'd be both sober and pissed. Neil argues with his wife, and then he just fucking cuts her off by getting out his laptop and says, "Oh, I gotta get this work done."
I've got to get this work done.
My job sucks. I don't like the people I work with.
I've got to get this work done.
And then she just gets sad because he's not listening, and he finally confides, saying,
Let's talk!
So then it just cuts to Neil, and he's back in his study. Like, he's just, let's talk.
Let's talk!
It just fucks off. Like, what? Who, what, even? And then she just appears in the room and replies to his let's talk statement.
I'm done talking.
Really?
Did he just sprint upstairs to check on his club penguin before she could catch him? He doesn't even look phased. Maybe her one weakness is stares or prescription medication. You know, for someone with such a great mind for porn direction, Neil has terrible porn sensibilities. We were already on a couch. God damn it. Fuck. Wait, wasn't that the Sony VL laptop you were hacking the government with? Neil, wait, what are you doing?
Neil, stop!
So this old bitch appears. Oh wait, new character. Ready your whiskey bottle.
Even during the writing of your first book.
Oh, exposition.
You were doing so well. You had a peaceful...
And then she just fucking leaves. She just phases out of reality. Nice. So Jim's wife is doing pills to... Man, why are all the women so unstable in this movie? You know, it's probably a bad idea to take paracetamol or whatever that is with alcohol, but what do I know?
But I need you to go away now. I am so sorry for pushing you away.
He just says the same lines as before, but this time she's actually listening instead of just doing what Lisa from The Room does. And he says he's been hacking into shit.
I've been hacking into government and corporate international secrets all over the world.
And he looks like a vegan who hasn't told anyone that they're a vegan for 12 minutes. He says that no one knows.
And I'm going to expose them all. no one knows I'm doing it. No one knows.
What? Are you crazy? That's dangerous!
No one knows that he's been hacking into the government. No one knows. But now she knows. But he has a cunning plan to make sure that she doesn't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
Wait a minute. This isn't a laptop. We're only halfway through this? Fuck.
Let's invite Jim and family for a nice, quiet, peaceful barbecue at the pool.
Yeah, don't you just love multi ice cream, Koneko-chan?
So there's a barbecue, and despite a clearly off barbecue and already cooked food, it looks legit. For some reason, they decided to invite the girl that came into Neil's room while he was in the hospital, despite her only doing two things: Jack and shit. So they invited her for God knows what reason, other than a shoehorned excuse to put this character in this scene. I mean, have you ever seen a shoehorn? This is the first picture on Google Images of a shoehorn. God damn, look at all these fucking reviews. They're 5 stars too. Oh wait. The best part is when they're introduced to everyone, then Neil shows up, and he's just like, oh, I missed the introduction in this part, but don't worry, we can just reuse the same line. So they do, and it's super obvious.
The doctor at the hospital.
I'd like you to meet my fiancé, Tim.
The doctor at the hospital.
I'd like you to meet my fiancé, Tim.
Neil, who's been accused of being in an affair last scene, just holds hands with this girl half his age, who happens to be Leah. How do we know it's Leah? Because she's carried around this notebook for the last 20 years, and just kinda drops it at the feet of any guy who aged twice as fast as her, and hopes it's Dylan, and whoa boy, did she get lucky this time.
Leah.
It is me.
And the funniest part is when he says, I've known her since she was 8 years old.
I've known her since she was 8 years old.
Like, Jesus, you're in your 20s, dude. What the fuck? Even the actress is like, fuck is this line? So Jim tries to get jiggy with Neil's wife and gets pushed off, stumbling around all drunk, and then it cuts to them all and Jim's just like, fine? What? At least have his alcoholism make sense. Damn, that's all that makes sense anymore. He's the only character I can relate to in this movie. Oh god. Oh well, at least he'll be there the whole movie.
Very nice.
So Jim gets shot in the face, and Neil just pops in, because of course he was there. And he can't believe it. And even he can't pull him out of it.
Jim! How could you have done this? Jim! I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide. How could you have done this? How could you have committed suicide? I can't help you out of this one, Jim. With all we've been through, I can't pull you out of this one. I can't believe it. It's just not like him. How could he have committed suicide?
So Neil's wife blames herself for the suicide, because in her words, she pushed him over the edge.
I pushed him at the barbecue. Over the edge.
Neil says he's there to support her and then just leaves.
I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. No more damn books. No more books.
So Neil's wife rats on him and lets everyone know how much of a hacker man he is. And you know how I said earlier, how no one is morally ambiguous in this? Well, same with her. She's given him away to the powers that be, and therefore she is evil. So he can just cheat on her with no repercussions. We're getting into trapped in the closet levels of logic here.
Give me my motherfucking coat.
So Neil meets back up with this girl who's half his age, who just says she's broken up with her fiance. So Neil just kind of walks to the woods again with his childhood love. I love the logistics of this. I'm not saying it's impossible, but Leah flew away when he was a kid. What are the odds that she'd appear as a doctor for him to just randomly meet up with again? And for them to be in the same place where that mushroom from the first scene was. Fantastic story writing. So his old wife just dies, and he simultaneously bangs his new girlfriend and kind of fake cries for his old wife. Like, even his rock abandons him. Neil says he's been writing a book.
I've gone in a deeper, much more profound direction this time.
Whoa, even after...
No more damn books! No more books!
But it's not a book.
No, it's not a book.
Neil, you're a fucking book. What? So Neil meets up with his new wife, and this is the best scene in the whole movie. Just watch.
All this time, I haven't been working on my next book. I've hacked into the most secret government and corporate secrets. The most secret.
And he just follows it up with the fact he's been hacking the government. And she's like, what? Neil, you fucking fuzzbucket. This is the reason everyone wants you and your loved ones dead, and you persist in telling people. Yeah, the secret is secret. So secret that everyone knows about them. How many people do you think she told them about? I like how it cuts to the same room, but he's flipping out. Ideally his new partner would be here, but he has a different shirt on, so clearly it's a different scene, right?
Why are you running?
She just gets kidnapped and Neil's like, oh.
Leah, hi, it's Dylan. I just pulled into the driveway and I'm right at our front door right now. And your purse is laying on the walkway. Leah! Leah, are you there? Leah, pick up!
You know, like he's figured out she's been kidnapped, but no.
Leah, where are you? I've gone into the house and looked for you. You're not there. Your purse is here laying on the walkway leading up to the front door. Leah, where are you? Pick up. Are you okay? Are you okay, Leah? Leah, where are you?
He's still there just yelling into his answer phone? Wow. Wow.
Where is she?
Who?
Leah!
I don't know who that is.
Give me the keys of these locks.
I don't have any keys.
Give me the key to the lock.
I don't have a key. I don't know anything.
Give me the key.
I don't have...
Leah. Leah.
So the guard is just sitting there, and Neil clobbers him. Says to her, oh, I can warp you out of here, and clearly explains, no talking, no panicking, after giving this detailed explanation 2 seconds after.
What's happening?
I'll tell you later.
So Neil's with this blonde girl now. He wakes up at midnight to some shenanigans, and he does the funniest bed ditch I've ever seen. Like, what the fuck is this? He drives to the desert, of course the fucking desert, to see this book that he's seen throughout the movie, and these 3 robed guys appear, and he says,
should I be afraid? Should we be afraid?
And the book just disappears. Then there's this guy who appears, bleeds, and then just disappears. So Neil goes to wherever the fuck this is, the White House, someone's house. He says he's hacked the government, and everyone applauds. And he reveals the documents, which are just that rock from earlier. Like, dude, no one's going to be able to read that. That's a rock, not a USB stick. Unless someone has one of those Skylander docs, this isn't going to end well.
My name is Government Documents.
He says that this rock is the documents that'll expose everyone. There's this group of people behind him that are all going to die because he's mentioning this. And they're all like, yeah, tell it, man. This guy's the head of the company. You know, the company.
Payoffs and greed were always the priority of my company. Like many companies. I'm afraid of going to prison.
Those corrupt bastards. The senator? Yep, dead. President of the bank. You know, the bank. The bank. The fucking bank. He's resigning.
I resign today as president of the bank.
The bank. This lady's a congresswoman. Oh, she's dead.
I and other insurance companies.
Oh, you're an insurance company. You know, most insurance companies are a building full of people, but man, you look happy dying. Holy shit. This guy's a broker, and he just kills himself in an empty bathtub. Like, the movie can't even do suicide right. Or any form of death. Or else the movie would have ended an hour and a half ago. And then the fucking man tries to get rid of Neil for all the truth he's spitting. And no, he gets killed too by that guy. So Neil exposes everyone, then exposes himself to his new wife, and the movie ends. And it's crazy. I mean, look at how many different companies are involved in this movie. Like, wow. I guess I gave this movie less credit than I should have. Look at them. Oh, wait, they're all Neil. Well, that explains it. So, what is there to say about this movie? Well, it definitely had a conclusive ending. Except his wife dying and him not really caring. Jim's death not really being mentioned till the end. This book just disappeared. This smoke thing just appeared during the movie. Didn't really have a point. Like, what? Who was driving that Rolls Royce? Everyone deserves more Breen. So that was Fateful Findings. What do I think?